Welcome back, everybody. We had a very successful first day of journeying. I got some water on the break so that I
It
will
was
not
so
have a
great.
-1 penalty to my GMing.
I ate strawberries and vegan Cool Whip and also a
Strawberry.
cupcake. Sorry, everybody else who had a not as good break as
I had a
me.
very small piece of cornbread that I realized was too dry to eat, and I'm not going to eat any more of that cornbread.
Did it negate your water drinking?
Pretty much, yeah. I broke even on that one. Um, but the characters are doing fine, despite a slight detour. And we're ready for our second day of journeying. So let me bump y'all back over to the map, and we will carry on with our second day. So still in the grasslands, a little bit turned around, but heading on your way. Let's begin with a condition check for today. So let's set everybody's condition. So you wake up and we find out, like, did you have a good sleep or not a good sleep? How's your character doing? So everybody go ahead and make those checks.
That wasn't influenced by the camping check, was it? That was just HP and MP.
Yes, camming just gives you HP and MP. Yeah.
Oh, who's having a good day today?
Okay.
I'm right here.
So if it
Uh,
is, if it is a we haven't seen it yet, but the condition check becomes a threshold for other things affecting you, for status effects. So low is still bad, but as long as you don't fumble, it's not, you lose half your hit points like normal if you fail. And then later it'll set your opportunity for resisting other checks. So we do have a 10 or better. So Tut, you wake up feeling great. What's Tut's morning look like, and why are you doing so good? And what stat gets a boost today?
Um, I think I wake up and like Partridge is spooning me. Like Partridge is the big spoon. Or no, Partridge is the little spoon. Like
Awesome.
rolled over onto Partridge.
Snuggling your
But I
the
have
big
this like
furry gecko.
big furry gecko friend. And so I'm like, I don't know, I'm just like all warm and cozy feeling. And I wake up before everyone else and get to like eat my breakfast in peace and like
Right.
smoke a cigarette and
So
hang out
what?
with
Okay, I
my
want to see what the other characters look like sleeping. So Michiko, as we see Tut very quietly like making breakfast.
and I'm like sitting on my still sleeping yak friend.
Yeah. So you're slowly like moving up and down.
Yeah. Like,
So what is Michiko? What do you look like? What do we see when you're sleeping? Oh, you're muted again.
she's really mute.
yeah.
She's
I
I
mean,
sleep
alive.
you
really hard.
pantomime it for us, but
Yeah. And so I'm like in my sleeping bag partly, but like my one leg is thrown out of my sleeping bag. And then my other one arm is tucked underneath me. My other arm's like way over here. And my stuff, my backpack looks like it just kind of like exploded my stuff everywhere.
nice.
Yeah. And I snore.
Are you wearing like a sleep mask, or like just kind of like laying there with your, like, how, I guess I want to know how civilized you are versus like being a traveler now. Like, do you bring any of your fancy city stuff, or have you kind of like adapted to sleeping outside?
Yeah, I guess I have fancy city stuff probably. I have a sleep mask and it's a tiger.
Nice. Little whiskers on it.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
whiskers. They're just yarn though.
Okay.
But I snore and they kind of go like this a little bit. Um,
Perfect.
and I have a stuffed animal. I think a stuffed animal is my personal item.
Your personal item? Cool. What is it?
Sure.
It's a stuff.
Uh,
What?
it's also a tiger.
Nice. Little stuffed tiger. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're snoozing away, and then we see.
Personal item. Personal item. Stuffed tiger.
So Yuki, where are you?
Um, test. Hello, am I making noise again? Oh,
Yes.
God, I hate this thing so much. I spent so much money on your microphone.
There you go.
Anyway. Okay. So I figure she sleeps like Finn in Adventure Time in the sleeping bag. So all you can see is just like the round face.
Yeah.
Like a look of like because I decided that he has blue hair.
Okay. All right.
So some like blue hair like popping down from the top. And also you can see the hilt of the katana like from inside the sleeping bag. So she's like holding on to it when she sleeps.
It's a good parallel with the like stuffed tiger, and then no, I have a sword.
Yeah.
I snuggle with my sword.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And yeah, and so this moment of like peace, relative peace and quiet is what starts Tud off on a good day. So what
Yeah.
stat are you choosing to boost for today?
Um, I think my intelligence is boosted
Okay. Yeah, you have
because I've had time to like collect my thoughts.
I like it. That's good. Okay, cool. So, Michiko, you got your condition check. You have an 8, so it's fine. And you've got a 6, Yuki. So, Michiko, you wake up. What does your like waking up sort of scene look like? What was the start to your day?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wake up with a big yawn. I do the big like, and then I pull my face mask up and I sit up and I look around.
You got the little like face, the little lines in your face from the mask. Yeah, little goggle lines. Yeah.
I rub my tickly whisker nose, and my tiger's name is Tora because that's how things are.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm like, it's the morning. Great. Time for a morning song. And I've been trying to decide I think that my instrument is a tambourine. Just because
me.
I feel like
I'm out.
a tambourine you can play while you're walking, no matter what.
I've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I know about the prancing tambourine playing.
And you can also like hold a weapon, but also be playing a tambourine. You can add drama to fight scenes with a tambourine. So yeah, so tambourine. It has a whole bunch of ribbons coming off of it.
So good.
Yeah, it's a tambourine. It's a tambourine that has like the drum skin on it, not the like empty kind. And it has a bunch of trailing ribbon off of it.
Nice.
And sometimes I tie it on to the end of my walk.
I was gonna say, yeah, you put it on the end of the puller. You can make a
Yeah.
little maypole out of it.
Who needs bear bells when you've got me?
That's right. Cool.
Yeah. So I wake up and I look around for it and I like start singing a little morning song.
Excellent. Okay.
It's the morning, let's all wake up. It's great to be alive.
Tambourine. I'm gonna get you a real
I got my
tambourine.
head start on the day.
I'm gonna legit try to find a tambourine and give it to you for another session.
Yeah, I wonder if I have one in the house actually.
So, okay, and then Yuki.
Or kazoo. Kazoo would be the only better thing.
Nice.
But I'm gonna go with tambourine.
So Yuki, you have the lowest condition check. You didn't sleep very well. Why is that? Do you have a nightmare? Did you like sleep uncomfortably? Did Bobby Corbin keep waking up and warking you awake or what?
No, I think she had a nightmare. And it was like there's a really big snake creature, like a big Zolom type thing to keep going with the whatever it is, the Norse theme. Like the massive snake, and that lives up in the mountain somewhere. And like as the grass is like swaying and like brushing against the side of the sleeping bag, she's just very restless, and she's like thinks there could be things hiding in the grass. And
So do we get like a dramatic like flash of like dream sequence, or is it just right now like just you kind of like mumbling and like tossing and turning?
Yeah, I think there's a dramatic dream sequence, just like a flash of it, and it's just yeah, it's like the mountains where I'm from, and like walking across like a rickety bridge, like over a pass, and like down below, there's like this creature like snaking about, and she's like holding onto the rope of the bridge, looking over, watching like her parents like fight this creature. And she's like, oh, and then the wind blows, and it looks like she's gonna fall off, and then she wakes up.
Nice. Okay. So you like startled.
Like, yell mother down the chasm or anything.
Cool. So yeah, you're startled. You're startled awake, and yeah, and you begin your day.
And then there's the tambourine. So,
And then there's, yeah, the dulcet tones.
I zip up the rest of it to just be like, no, I don't want this. No.
All right. So everybody, make your travel check for today, please. And the
Travel
target number is 6, just as before, because you're still just out in the grasslands. Nice.
I get a 5.
All right. So Tut, the day started great for you. You're in a good mood. Your condition's up, but
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Magic compass.
That's for direction, not for travel.
Oh shit, that's right.
But yes, magic compass. We'll remember that. Magic school bus. So
Yeah, it doesn't help you like walk around.
So Yuki and Michiko, your day is uneventful. You don't have an incident.
My day is super great.
But Tut, something again, just something bad. You get bad luck. Some bad happens to you. What is it?
The realization that I'm gonna have to listen to that tambourine for the next like 3 months.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good at it.
Oh my
I think. I just need more practice.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just like the realization that we're lost, or that we're like off track,
Mm-hmm.
and like Tut kind of has to pull through and like get us back onto the path, and like they kind of take on a bunch of responsibility, and so there's all this like all these sad feelings, like, worn out feelings,
Right.
more than anything. Like I'm just like, it's just gonna be hard and sad all the time.
Life is difficult.
Yeah,
Grumbly old man.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. So you're at half HP. And before this day ends, before we find out how far you've traveled, actually I guess we want to figure out where it is on the map. So let's make the direction check first, and then I'll tell you about the turning point. So mapper.
I believe in myself.
Okay. And you want to cast the spell again?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
Can you do the spell and help?
No, the spell counts as the help.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I should just put special modifiers 1, and that should do it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, as long
If
as
this-
I don't.
If the spell works, yeah.
So again, it's the same thing. This time I like draw a circle in the dirt with some random like twig and put it down just in the dirt, and it like spins and kicks up a bunch of dust and then points in the right way.
Cool.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
Totally the right way.
All right. So the magic compass does its job.
Well, that's like a max roll.
Ooh,
Michiko.
Michiko.
Why did it not add the 1 for me last time?
I don't know.
I don't know. It added it this time though,
Yeah, it did.
and we
Well,
still
whatever.
failed.
I rolled the same thing as last time, except
now,
last time it didn't add the 1.
If you crit, does it do anything for magic? I don't think it does. For the
Oh,
magic
and
rolls.
actually, I thought I was rolling d6 and d8, but it's actually 2d8. So
Yes. Oh, but it's still
better
there's two ways to get a crit. You can get like a 6 on the die is always counted towards a crit. So a 6 and an 8 in this roll is a crit. Same as an 8 and an 8 would be, or 2 6s.
oh, okay.
But not every roll has a crit result. The other thing that I wanted to let you guys know, if there is a roll, and this is especially pertinent for your hunter, if there's a roll where you want to increase your chance of success, you can concentrate. Concentrate costs either half your current MP or 1 fumble point. You don't have you don't have fumble points yet, but you can gain a +1 check, +1 to your check if you do one of those. If you do both, half your MP and a fumble point, you get a +2 bonus, which means a technical type can maximally get a +3 bonus for doing all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're at 1 hit or 1 MP and you use concentration, it will knock you out when you're done doing the check, but that's a thing you can still do.
Yep.
Okay, so Michiko, you failed your direction. Yeah, failed your direction check. So it's another half day of travel. What does this look like? What happens? How do you get turned around? Give us a scene from the day at some point that shows Michiko misleading the party.
I think we totally get back on the trail. It just
Yeah.
takes all day, and we end up where we should have gotten by the end of yesterday.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, here, let me draw it. We're all like, here. And then I'm like, wait, I think I see it. It's over there. And then there's like a bunch of big rocks. We have to go around them. And then we're going over here. And then it's fine. We mostly make our way back, except this part. We don't. And over here. And then we kind of, we have to backtrack because there's a big log. And we go across the path. And then we did it. We're totally on the path.
Oh, that's not the path that we want. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
it was the path.
This
that
is
we
a different
wanted.
path. It's fine.
I was
We're
like,
going
"Ah,
to circle in.
What is
Awesome.
this? A cattle cart track?" And then we're like a half hour later, I'm like, wait, we want a cattle cart track. And then I turn around again. Yeah.
Excellent.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think when you get back to at some point, like later in the day, when you get back to the road, you find a cart, like a little like merchant's cart, that used to have some kind of like animal tied to it. It's got some faded paint on the side of some like trading company, all like sort of sun and wind faded. And it looks like it's just been like abandoned. One of the wheels is like off and it's like tilted on its sitting on its axle. But from here you can't see the merchants it belongs to or anything like that. It's just sort of sitting plopped down in the middle of the path. What would you like to do?
Hello. Hello.
I draw my short blade.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking around warily.
And I poke the cart with it.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm using that instead of my pole arm, but I am.
Yeah. The
Gotta
cart.
get up in its grill.
The cart does not respond to being prodded by you.
I say,
How bad
and
of
then
a
I
shape?
kick it.
Sorry, you were saying something, Dave.
Oh, how bad of a shape is it in?
Well, I don't know. If you'd like to examine the cart, you could make a int plus int check.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay. I will tell you more things about the cart. The higher your success.
Is there a button for like miscellaneous checks, or do I just roll d6 plus d6?
Yeah, there should be.
You can make additional checks down below. So,
Right. Okay.
and I think it doesn't really. It's like not terribly relevant. what
Oh,
the
actually,
header
there's-
is on it. So if it has the right combination of stats,
There's
you're
already a check. A perception check is Dex plus int. So
Okay.
just make a perception check.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Good roll. Okay. So it looks like you take a look at the cart, and what does that look like? How do you examine it? Are you like walking around? What do you describe what your character is doing, and I'll tell you what you find out.
So I think Yuki is like curious, and like at first her reaction is to be like, "Hello, is anybody out there?" But like when you don't get that, she goes and looks a bit closer, and it's like thinking about ways to possibly like use it if nobody's using it anymore, because she's very much been raised to like take everything that's helpful and make the most of it. So if somebody's abandoned this, if we could use it for our journey, then we totally should.
Yeah, sure.
So pretty.
Well, the cart looks like, yeah, it looks like it was abandoned after, the wheel, got some like damage, like a couple of the spokes broke and it like bent the rim of the wheel.
Hmm.
Um, and like maybe if you took some time, you could try to make it usable again, but it would definitely take time out of your journey. But if you did get it up and working, you could take it with you to Sapton and then either sell it or
Yeah,
find its original owner. Maybe there's a reward.
totally. So I think Yuki asks the others. She's like, this might take a little bit of extra time, but we could probably get this back to working. I've got some tools with me. It doesn't look too bad. It's just the one wheel. Could probably cut another one. There's plenty of trees around and stuff. What do you think? It might give Partridge a little bit of a rest if we put some of the gear in there.
I like look at Partridge, who's like taking this opportunity to start napping already.
Yeah, totally.
Mm. Well, we could probably sell the cart. Those Sapton guys are always looking for more.
Sure. Or if whoever originally owned it wants it back, then we could help them out.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, we'll take some time out to do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
so
I'll stand guard.
Well, it's nearly time for camp. If you guys want to set
I'll
that
sing a
up.
protective song.
So
Uh,
the warding song.
Yeah.
Great.
No one's going to come near when they hear my fierce song. They're going to be like, whoa,
You're right.
stay back.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, that's right. Hillary, your note about well traveled. So you actually get a +1 bonus to travel, direction, or camping checks just for being a minstrel.
Okay, because I was like, I should probably know some things about like being a minstrel and being and having the attack kind. So I just opened the book and started looking at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I have well-traveled knowledge of tradition and music, but I don't know what those mean. So
Yeah.
cool. So I should just have always have a
Always have a +1. Yeah.
okay.
And I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't add it for you automatically. So
I didn't see it added anywhere.
yeah. Okay.
No, but it would take the 5 up to a 6, and the grasslands checkers a 6, so you'd pass, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we actually went farther then? Or I
Well,
guess
let's not worry about it for this roll,
Whatever.
but for
The rolls,
future.
right.
it's okay. I forgot how well traveled I was the first 2 days,
Yeah.
which is why I rolled one lower than I should have both times.
And then
Because otherwise I would
also,
have passed both.
also, would you like to, if you'd like to spend some time, you could learn like a grassland song. Also, on this cart, you can use your knowledge of tradition if you want to have me tell you something about it, right?
Yeah, I totally do.
Yeah.
I'm using my knowledge of tradition.
Okay. All right. So you make an int plus int check, and you want to.
Is that job knowledge
I think so. Yeah.
versus something else?
Let's take a look. It's under your. Oh my god, I think we're both.
I was
doing
just
checks
there.
Oh my god. Yes.
took me money.
It's knowledge of tradition under minstrel checks.
Oh yeah, right there at the top.
Yeah.
Nice. So I don't have any bonuses to that, do I? I just have that as a skill.
Yep.
Okay. Knowledge of tradition.
Okay. Yeah. 5. You maybe.
Is it a cart?
Yeah, it's definitely a cart. You're more like, I think, drawn to the painting on the side of the cart, right? To try to figure out like, but you don't. It's too faded and there's too much like scratchy. Like it obviously had a hard time coming through the woods that are up ahead of you. There's lots of signs of it being bumped and jostled, and it's too worn down. So can't tell anything else about it.
Okay. So and so the stuff that appears under minstrel checks, that's 2 of my skills, and then the well traveled, I should just have a bonus to
Any journey check,
direction.
travel, direction, or camping.
Okay, I'm gonna add a bonus to all those right now.
Yeah, you're literally just better at all of the like regular mundane game stuff.
Cool. And P.S. for the other two of you, merchants have well-spoken animal owner and trader, and hunter has animal tracking, trapping, and hunting. Hopefully that's all obvious on your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just catching everyone up with me.
Yeah, so let me know during the scenario, so between here and Sapton, let me know when you want to learn a song. It can be right now you could learn like a grassland song. Tomorrow you could learn a woods song. If there's weather, you can learn the song of that weather.
And then I can sing those songs anytime that same thing is happening.
Yeah. Exactly.
You should wait until we get to a windmill and learn that song, because that's a pretty song.
It is a pretty good song. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm helping Yuki with repairing the cart.
Okay.
Are we doing this as like a pre-camping action, or will it be tomorrow? Because I'd also like to hunt.
No, this isn't. This is during the day. This is still part of this scene. So you can.
Okay.
Yep, you can repair it.
We found it on the road near where we were going to stop for the day anyways.
Yeah. It was just outside. Like, it looks like it got damaged at the edge of the woods. They probably dragged it out of the woods and then left it here when they realized they couldn't fix it themselves. Or
Because I'm going to put it on the map.
okay, yeah, please do. Yeah, the woods are basically like ahead of you. There's about a day worth of woods.
Cool.
Okay, so let me take a look here for a skill check and what kind of check it might be.
Sounds like delicate work.
It does sound like delicate work, yeah.
Someone would need to be real clever to fix this.
Well, it's delicate work or hard exercise, right? I think delicate work probably makes more sense. So it's a dex and spirit roll.
Yeah, if you'd like to roll to help me out first, and then I'll.
Okay. Yeah, Dex and Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay.
Nice.
I got a 7.
Let's get an extra one. And I think the difficulty to repair this cart is going to be, let's see. I think it's going to be difficult. I think it'll be a 9. It's going to be a hard one. But
Okay. Is it being allowed because I've got a repair kit, or having a repair kit?
Take a +1 for your repair kit for sure.
Okay, yeah. I did spend 100 gold on that bad boy.
Yeah, heck yeah. And there's precedent, right? Like most items in the game give you a +1 to some kind of check, and it would be ludicrous not to give you a point on this.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Awesome. You did it. So you managed to repair. It won't. I mean, it'll last. I'll roll. I'm gonna
This is
roll.
like using the spare on a car,
Yeah.
right? Like you don't want to keep it forever, but it'll get you there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've rolled, and chat knows how many days that the cart will last.
Okay.
-3.
I rolled super well, so that many.
So you fixed up the cart, and you are you're ready to go. So let's make a camp check.
Ooh, before the camp check, I would like to go hunting, please.
Okay, so you want to use your hunting ability during the
Mhm.
the camp phase. Okay,
That
so
part is hard.
you're right. Like it looks like cart-esque.
The cart's legit.
It is a legit cart. I'm into it too. Okay, so
Actually, you
let's
should make it a 2-wheeled cart instead of a 4-wheeled cart. That's my thought.
let's see. So for hunter, you're able to catch small wild animals for food. It's used just before the camp check is made, and if you go hunting, you can't set up camp. So what does that look like? So it's time to set up camp. It's time to sit and like put your camp together at the edge of these like kind of like I think there's a forest, but it's mostly like I think like spread out trees. It's not like a deep kind of primordial forest. There's probably like maple trees and lots of space in between them, and this path that leads into the woods. So you all start settling down here. It's easy to find, kindling for the fire. And do you just leave, or do you tell you tell the others that you're going on a trip?
I think it's a case of looking at everybody setting up the camp, and I noticed that is like rummaging at the bottom of the bag to like get more rations out while
You noticed that they were running a little low.
yeah, and Michiko's just like sat there with the chopsticks or the knife and fork again. I'm just like, I'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up. Yeah, and I totally hunt with my sword, even though
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Even though that shit doesn't-
normally for monsters, but this is just easier.
Okay.
That's how I do.
All right. So you head out. Where are you hunting?
I will hunt in the trees.
Yeah, go out into
because-
the woods.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to concentrate as well, so I'm going to use some MP for that.
Nice. Okay. All right, so you use half your MP, and hopefully you'll camp well and recover it. And yeah, head out into the forest.
right.
So you have to make a roll. Yeah.
I do, yeah. It's under my hunter checks, Dex plus int, and I'll have a +2 bonus because I'm better at concentrating.
That's right. Yeah, your technical style. All right, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice job. Okay, so almost a
Oh,
crit,
Why
but
is it giving me 2 + 2?
oh, it might
right.
have accounted for it already. So still, it's still enough of a.
Yeah, so it's a 12 instead of a 14.
So you get 12 rations.
Okay, yep.
So what does that look like? What do you come back with? And I think first of all, what are you hunting? And what kinds of are they like weird anime rabbits?
Rabbites?
You're right, like little blobs with rabbit ears.
It's like, so I think they're kind of like boars, except they like hop along and they've got like kind of ears that go floppy out sideways.
Okay.
So they've got like a little snout, but they like jump along on like rabbit feet. But they're kind of like fat and round. So if you can catch one of those, they give a lot of stuff.
Nice.
So I totally corner one of those, and like I come back like holding this massive like that's as big as I am tall.
Okay. Yeah, I think we get a shot of you like stalking through the woods with your sword, and like you corner one, and when you jump to catch it, you startle a like a bright like emerald colored bird from the branch that was sitting on watching you. This like it's about yay big little parrot, and you startle it and it flies off with a squawk when you leap on this rabbit boar. And yeah, you come back, and Tut, I think, Tut, you and Michiko see, you see Yuki come back with soon-to-be food, and lots of it.
Yeah, and it like looks like the creature's walking back because I'm like holding it up and like its head is in front of my head.
Little ears flopping.
Yeah.
I jump up and like point my I think my tambourine at it actually. This is what
This is what you had in your hand. Yeah.
yeah. I point my tambourine threateningly.
Excellent. The dead creature is threatened by your tambourine.
Like, oh, it's just a flop snout. Don't worry.
Fluff snout. Yes.
I love it. Delicious. And of course, like there's no interstitial between the like it's an animal and it's a food. Like you just all are sitting around holding like bones with meat on them. So first
Food
of all,
is utterly divorced from its source.
yeah, of course, you just hit it till its hit points go away. Hit it till its hit points go away, and then food meat comes out.
Yeah. Already cured, ready to go.
So so you have 12 rations, and you need to figure out a way to carry them, I suppose, because it breaks down into.
Yeah, can you
That.
bump us over to the ration page?
I would love to. There you go.
How much weight more has your?
Well, let's see how much you have to eat tonight.
We have a cart. We just fixed the cart.
You did fix the cart. Okay. So the cart, let me look at the items section here. I figure the cart can probably carry the same as, or maybe a little less than your pack animal here. Let me see if there's a thing for a cart. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, let's say it takes you can hold 10 items.
Well, then that's perfect. It can hold the 9 rations that we have left.
Yep.
Go in the cart. I'm still carrying the 3 dry rations in my pack. And then yeah, Partridge is carrying the water still, which we will need to drink 3 more of.
Meat. Awesome. Okay.
Back on the menu.
All right, so you chow down. Let's have you guys roll the camp check. So while Yuki is out hunting, Michiko and Tut, you have the opportunity to make this camp.
Yeah,
check.
what stats do we roll for that?
Camping Dex plus int. So you have your boosted int for today, but Michiko gets a +1 to a camping.
Yeah,
check.
so I'm gonna help Michiko do it.
Okay. That's what we did last night, right?
I didn't help
Yeah.
with camp last night at all.
But I don't help.
Oh no, it was you were helping, but you were helping someone else. You're helping Yuki.
Yeah, it was a direction check.
Okay, so what does that look like? You're instructing Matsuko on putting the camp together.
And she's just not fucking listening, obviously.
I'm totally listening. Can you hear me composing a song based on your instructions? Come on. How could I do that if I wasn't listening to what your instructions were?
There's a massive communication gap between Tut and Michiko. That's all.
You've composed an excellent song that as a mnemonic would help you remember later how to set up camp,
Yeah.
right?
And I'm like I'm like, okay, well, you do that. And then I go and do the other thing that depends on what I'm expecting her to be doing. And I come back with my part done. And she's like, and then it would go like,
Right, yeah, what
do the thing. And I'm like,
what rhymes with Python?
so yeah, it's just like a lot of wasted effort on my part.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if Michiko does a good job despite it. Hells yeah. Camping it out. Yeah. All right. Well, they didn't do it.
First you go and string the tarp, then you all can eat some carp.
Wow.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
And then a hard hit on the tambourine.
Exasperated Tut, like chain smoking and looking grumpy at the end of this whole
I really like I like the fact that you're an attack minstrel and you have a tambourine who to play it you strike it. Like it's great. It's really good.
Or shake it violently.
Yeah.
Also, it has all those metal discs sticking out around the outside.
Yeah, you could
That I
throw it
wonder
at
if I've
someone.
sharpened them and I could totally throw it
You
at
could,
someone.
like,
Cut
make
their
it
throat
so-
open.
with a tambourine built into the like pommel of it.
Well, they're
Michiko
actually-
warrior
they're
princess.
Tambourine types of things that just are a handle and then like this with
Yeah,
the
like a
disc on
cestus.
them. Yeah, exactly. And it's sharpened and I could like slice someone's throat open and then play the blood off.
Yeah, you play the blood
Horrifying.
off. Excellent.
Totally horrifying. All right.
Play that.
So it's a successful camp roll. So tonight's camping is chill, and you all recover your. Let me see here. Here we go. You recover. Your current hit points are doubled. MP is fully restored.
Woo.
And you are ready to carry on into the woods. So you now have your cart. Who's pulling the cart? And if you're pulling the cart, you can't have any items in your hands. You have to put them somewhere.
Well, can Partridge pull the cart?
Yo, Partridge ain't pulling no cart.
Yeah, Cartridge is already well laden with barrels.
I mean, if I pulled the cart, I'd have to put down my tambourine.
Yeah, and your pole arm. Actually, you need
It
both
would
hands.
be very hard for her to pull the cart.
I can't pull the cart. I have too much stuff on me.
Fine, I pull the cart.
Okay, so where do you put your you can put your tambourine in your backpack, right?
No, I tie it to my hip.
Okay. Sir, but it's on your person and it's jingling
Yeah.
as you walk.
Yeah,
Okay.
as I walk.
And then where's your pole arm? Because that's did you just put it
in
on
the
your
cart.
Okay, the cart doesn't have room for the polearm.
Oh, well, I strap it to my
The
back.
cart is literally full of meat cubes or whatever.
All right.
It's like
Oh, yeah,
almost
because the
overflowing with meat.
yeah
It's a meat cart. You've got a food cart
the
now.
character sheet does not actually do inventory
Correct,
correctly.
yeah.
So I don't actually have a clear idea of my inventory.
That's
here.
okay. Let's take a look at it. So
I forgot to actually put the size of things. So for
It's okay.
instruments, it says 3+. Is
Yeah.
a tambourine actually a 3 then?
I think yeah, an instrument is
It has to be?
minimum 3. Yeah.
Okay. So, and utensils, I think, is 1.
Mhm.
Yep.
I would be shocked if it was more than 1, but
Yeah.
No, it's definitely one.
I was thinking about Ryuutama the other day because I was trying to get from my car to my house, and I didn't have my backpack, but I had like a quart of ice cream, a camera lens, a camera, a sweater, like a bunch of other miscellaneous like little bullshit, and I was like, yeah, this is why carrying a bunch of item 1 is not fun, because how do I carry all these lemons?
yeah.
Yeah, so let's see, your clothes and your shoes don't count because you're wearing them. Your
Yeah.
backpack, so if your backpack is 3, your sleeping bag is 1, your tambourine is 3, your utensils are 1. So you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because you got your polearm, right?
How do I delete a thing? I don't know.
Click modify.
Oh, great. Modify.
Yeah. There you go.
Deleted.
Perfect.
Okay, walking shoes closed. So yeah. Sleeping bag is in my backpack.
Your sleeping bag, tambourine, and utensils, or no, sleeping bag, water skin, and utensils. Like basically, what we talked about. Your backpack generates 2 phantom inventory.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to account for. I think.
I would have 9 inventory or 9 spots.
Yeah, you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, minus 2. So you've got 11 items on you right now. If you put away your polearm, right? Because things in your hands don't count.
And I need both hands for the cart.
Yes, you would need both hands to pull the cart, and I'm going to make you make a check, like a strength check.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need a pencil for this.
Yeah.
Ah.
And remember, it's not like you max out when you hit your capacity. It just, you start to get slower and you get a -1. You could also leave 2 meat behind and put the polearm on the cart.
Meat.
Or just feed it to the giant yak lizard.
The backpack takes 3, but gives you 5.
Takes 3 but gives you 5, yeah.
I'm just like drawing up a thing of boxes.
I think what it is for capacity is that it takes 3 because you have to wear it and it is heavy. But it gives you space to carry 5 things.
Yeah.
Because you don't have hands for all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like doing it like this, where that's my backpack that gives me these 5. Okay, so let's see. I've got light blade is there, and my sleeping bag's in my backpack. Sleeping bag, and my utensils are in my backpack, and my water skin, water.
And how are Tut? How are you for inventory? Are you full up?
I think I'm pretty close.
Okay.
Can my tambourine count as worn if I've tied it to myself?
No.
No. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. So if I'm using I already got my light.
I'm at 8 out of 11.
Okay.
Light blade. Light blade is in. Polearm I need to account for. Walking shoes and clothes don't count. Sleeping bag and utensils
Yeah, those
and
count.
water skin are all in my backpack. My backpack's already been accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 more backpack slots, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more general slots. So I'm going to move my light blade into my backpack
Okay.
and use the other 3, one for my tambourine and one for my polearm.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And your
And
pole
then I
arm,
still have one.
your pole arm, and your tambourine can be like sticking up out of your backpack like a big samurai
Yeah.
flag.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay. So you're at max capacity, but you don't have any.
I have one more capacity in my backpack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got one more slot in your backpack. Okay, perfect. Okay. So you're all kitted up, ready to go, and let's have you roll. Let's see. Let's have you roll your condition check. So everybody wakes up the next morning after a delicious meal of flop snout. Yeah. So go ahead and condition check for me, everybody. Let's see how we do today. Okay.
And I don't have a modifier for that. I just have a modifier for direction and travel and camp. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a bad
Ooh,
time.
A bad time today. Okay. So, Michiko, you lose half your hit points. Tut and Yuki, you are fine. So, Michiko, today you
Could
go.
we actually are we going to take a break soon too before we like get started on the day?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So we'll start with like everybody gathering up their stuff. And you grab the cart and head off. And maybe the thing before we go to break, we see you head out into the shade of these trees, because the modifiers for today's journeying is going to be different because you're in the woods instead of the grasslands. So we head off into the woods. We get this sort of sun through the leaves, kind of like dappled, lost forest, kind of